red zone day. We had a really good practice yesterday. Guys were flying around. Cleaned a lot of stuff up from base day, first, second down. So, this will be a good day for us.
I was asking you about your injuries, but Seattle's got plenty of their own. Their injury report is quite lengthy. And so I'm wondering, as you're game planning throughout the week, how much do you build in contingencies for, I guess, attacking potential weaknesses if they have multiple guys down, particularly across a single unit?
Yeah, I think where they're at, this is not a week where that plays into it. I mean, we're assuming they're all up, and so we have to be able to. We know what they've got over there with Williams, with Walker, and they're playing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, they're all playing, and we got to be ready. And then if they don't, then we'll adjust from there. But we got to assume that their guys are going no different than they have to assume ours are.
Sam seemed pretty happy with where he's at, after his practice yesterday. Do you have any concerns about his availability for Monday?
Laporta? No, he looked really good yesterday. That was good to see. So he's bounced back quickly, healed up nicely, and so no, he's good.
You announced Frank was down very early in the week. Mm-hmm. Is there any possibility that ends with an IR stint for him, given sometimes those moves come?
I don't feel that way. I really don't. And Frank heals up really quickly normally. He does. He heals pretty quick. I mean, he's already, like I say, he's starting to feel, a lot better. So I don't feel that way, but we're still early here.
Your secondaries finally getting some time on task. Didn't have a whole lot in training camp. Just after the first few weeks, just can you assess their play? Are you playing defense more kind of how Aaron wanted to play now that you got those guys back there and they seem like they're kind of gelling together?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is, those guys have gotten better every week. And I knew they would. We knew they would. The more time on task, playing with each other, they're only going to get better and better. And I think what you see is, man, we're playing pretty sticky coverage right now. Man, we are, you talk about challenging, man. We're challenging receivers, line of scrimmage, sticky in coverage. That's allowing the rush to get there with those guys we got up front. And it all works hand in hand. And, you hear it all the time, but rush and coverage. And so the back end is playing well. They continue to play well. CD, I feel like, is playing really good. Arnold gets better every week. He's not frazzled by anything, which you love for a rookie. Amik is getting better at the nickel. And then, obviously, Branch and Kirby. They're doing well. And we're still in the early stages of this right now. Like, I anticipate them to grow even more, continue to get better and better.
Is there a clearer picture on his prognosis and potential for return anytime soon?
No, there's really not.
We've seen Mahogany and Broderick running on the side here these practices this week. Is it trending toward activating their practice window once you guys come out of the bye?
Yeah, Brad and I will talk about that. But they're, I know Mahogany's very close. He's very close for us to have that conversation. What time is it to begin to start his clock? But obviously they're both doing well, healing up, getting better. And I would say Mahogany's closer than Broderick is.
Calvin Johnson's getting inducted to the Ring of Honor Monday night. Just wonder if you could reflect on your relationship with him and I guess what a moment like that means to the organization.
Yeah, look, I've said this I don't know how many times, but I'll continue to say it. I just think what's unique about Calvin is, I was fortunate to play with him. It wasn't very long, and he was a pup, but man, when you have the ability that guy has, the things that God gave him, and then he gives everything he's got. He worked at his craft, man. He was an unselfish player. He was a great teammate. That it's no wonder he's a Hall of Famer. Like those guys, and they're kind of rare. They're very rare. And so I just think, and he was the total package as a player, as a teammate, as a person. And I think, man, it speaks volumes for the team. you know, the organization to be able to have him back in the fold and to be able to honor him because he deserves that. He's earned that. And he's just, man, he's a hell of a dude.
And this probably came up last year. I can't remember for sure. And I'm sure you guys are thrilled with the way it worked out with getting Jameer and Laporta. But, you know, there was a lot of smoke, at least, that you guys were pretty in love with Witherspoon. And I don't know if you would have taken him there at 6, but you know, how much did you like Devin as a prospect, you know, as a potential fit for what you guys do?
Yeah, we really liked him a lot. And I would say what you see on tape is exactly what we thought he would be. He is a competitive, feisty, tough football playing dude, man. You know, plays the corner, plays the nickel, active player, ball guy. You know, now, that being said, I would take Branch, Laporta, and Gibbs for that. So, you know, whatever that combination was, that's had it been him, you're losing out on one of those players. You don't get the combination of 3. So, anyway, but he's a heck of a player. We liked him a lot.